if you average out the View hosts, among the dumbest people on television.
I think Sunny's dumb. Is certainly not the brightest person. And what she just said just doesn't make any sense. It's just like so silly to say. It's not a well thought out.
Brace yourself, because this headline is shaking the media world like never before. First Lady Melania Trump has just filed a stunning $100 million lawsuit against the hosts of The View. Yes, you heard that right. A legal move with 9 figures at stake. This development is turning heads everywhere, and trust me, every detail is worth your attention.
As you may heard, I filed a few lawsuits, and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life, and they wrote lies, and I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation and my name.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
This case is already making waves across TV networks, legal circles, and social media platforms. Everyone's buzzing with the same burning question. What exactly led to this dramatic legal action? Let's break it down. The lawsuit stems from a recent episode of The View in which the hosts made a series of comments about Melania Trump. The segment, broadcast live to a nationwide audience, quickly sparked heated discussion. The remarks touched on Melania's time as First Lady, with one host questioning her level of engagement during her tenure. The tone and nature of the comments have now led to this major courtroom clash, drawing intense public attention.
I want to be the First Lady. She's destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want anything to do with him. She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
Allegedly.
And she doesn't.
Yeah, how do you know all this?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know all this.
Allegedly.
That's why I say allegedly.
Hold on tight, because what's happening right now is nothing short of a media earthquake, sending tremors through television studios, legal circles, and social platforms across the country. First Lady Melania Trump has ignited a legal firestorm by filing a massive $100 million defamation lawsuit against the hosts of The View, turning what began as a daytime talk segment into a full-scale courtroom battle with potentially historic implications. At the heart of this legal confrontation is a contentious episode in which the hosts discussed Melania in a manner that many saw as crossing the line between critical commentary and outright personal attack. Millions watched as her time in the White House was dissected with bold assertions and suggestive remarks, culminating in harsh speculation about her demeanor, involvement in First Lady duties, and relationship with her husband, former President Donald Trump. One host went as far as to imply that Melania had never truly embraced her role, suggesting a lack of enthusiasm and authenticity. All while the panel lobbed sharp critiques at her initiatives, renovations, and choices regarding traditional events. But things escalated even further when they shifted the focus toward her personal life, speculating on the state of her marriage and claiming she appeared disinterested or even resentful. A portrayal that some viewed as invasive and damaging. These on-air comments did not go unanswered. Melania, known for maintaining a carefully guarded public image, responded not with a public statement or an interview rebuttal, but with a full-force legal action, asserting that The View's statements weren't just opinions but defamatory claims that misrepresented her and inflicted real reputational damage. With an eye-popping $100 million at stake, this case has the potential to reshape how daytime TV and media at large approach high-profile public figures. But the shockwaves didn't stop at the courthouse. Enter Joe Rogan. The unfiltered podcast titan weighed in on the matter, adding gasoline to the already roaring fire. On his widely followed show, Rogan criticized the nature of The View's commentary, calling out what he saw as a pattern of sensationalism and selective outrage, and reminding listeners of the cordial receptions the Trumps had once received from the very same program. He accused the show of valuing attention-grabbing rhetoric over genuine discussion and didn't hesitate to deliver biting humor, mocking the intellectual depth of the commentary in a way that sparked both laughter and controversy online. His remarks went viral, galvanizing public discourse and sparking fierce debate across social media platforms. And while many rallied behind Rogan's candor, others questioned whether his defense of Melania was missing the bigger picture. Still, his involvement ensured that the lawsuit wasn't just a legal issue. It was now a national talking point. But beneath the drama lies a critical question. Where should the line be drawn between open discussion and defamation? Melania's legal team argues that what was aired went far beyond acceptable critique and into the realm of character attacks that demand accountability. If she succeeds, the The outcome could redefine how public conversations are handled on popular shows and how far media platforms can go in their assessments of public figures. For The View, this case represents more than just a public relations challenge. It's a reckoning. While the show thrives on spirited exchanges and fiery debates, this time the consequences may extend far beyond the usual wave of backlash. The timing couldn't be more high-profile, with Donald Trump once again dominating political headlines and the Trump family's every move scrutinized on a national scale. Melania's lawsuit doesn't just intersect with that media frenzy. It pierces through it, demanding serious attention and sparking widespread curiosity about her motivations. Some speculate that Melania may be reclaiming her place in the narrative, refusing to be sidelined or reduced to caricature. Others see her legal action as a culmination of years of pent-up frustration over unfair treatment in the public sphere. But regardless of why she filed, the message is unmistakable. She is drawing a line. The triggering moment, which replayed countless times online, involved a direct claim that she harbored resentment toward her husband and didn't want to share a home with him. Statements that Melania's legal team say are not only false but deeply damaging. Most public figures might shrug off such remarks or respond with a press release. But Melania chose a different path. Her decision to pursue a defamation claim, not merely for symbolic value but for a substantial sum, signals that she's taking this battle seriously. Her objective isn't just a public apology. It's about ensuring consequences and possibly setting a precedent. The case could prompt an industry-wide reevaluation of how personal matters are treated in the public eye. In her eyes, this isn't about headlines. It's about principle. It's about reputation. And it's about drawing a clear distinction between commentary and accusation. As the case gains traction, it forces uncomfortable but necessary discussions about journalistic boundaries and accountability. How do we maintain robust free speech while protecting individuals from targeted reputational harm? At what point does edgy commentary become reckless defamation? The answers could influence not just talk shows, but also newsrooms, podcasts, and content creators who routinely walk the tightrope between bold takes and responsible journalism. Meanwhile, The View now finds itself in a precarious position. Its brand is built on pushing boundaries and sparking debate, but this moment could force its producers and hosts to reconsider their tone, especially when addressing those who may be ready and willing to fight back. This isn't just about audience engagement anymore. It's about the legal and ethical responsibilities that come with a platform watched by millions. As the story continues to unfold, networks across the media landscape are paying close attention. If Melania's legal team secures a victory, or even a significant settlement, the ripple effect could be profound. Programs might begin revising their editorial guidelines, training hosts to be more cautious, and reevaluating content that previously would have been brushed off as routine. The figure at the center of this firestorm, $100 million, underscores the seriousness of the complaint and sends a message that this lawsuit is more than symbolic. It's a battle over the future rules of public discourse. The case has also sparked conversations beyond the courtroom. Academics, media watchdogs, and legal analysts are weighing in, examining whether this lawsuit could become a landmark case in determining the boundaries of permissible speech about public figures. And although the final outcome is still unknown, the very act of initiating the lawsuit has already made an impact. It has disrupted the usual rhythms of media commentary and forced an examination of the cost, both literal and societal, of speculative public criticism. As questions swirl about what might come next, possibilities range from a quiet settlement and on-air clarification to a drawn-out courtroom confrontation that could take months to resolve. But no matter the ending, the story has already carved out its place in the national consciousness. It's not just a moment of tabloid buzz. It's a serious event with implications that reach far beyond Melania Trump or The View. It invites all of us to consider the responsibilities that come with our words, especially when spoken to millions. So now we turn to you. Do you believe Melania's lawsuit is justified, or is this a dramatic overreaction to a segment meant for entertainment? What are the boundaries of public discourse in an age where opinion and information are shared at lightning speed? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, because this case is more than just a headline, it's a turning point. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on stories that are reshaping the way we understand media, influence, and power.